Okay, so what does BSU mean to you?
BSU means having a family on campus. It means having a place where I can meet people who share my culture, people who understand, what I might be going through, and having kind of like different mentors from different walks of life and different.
Honestly.
Okay, sorry you can't stare at yourself.
Damn. I
This
really wanted to, honestly.
you can see yourself in like the mirror there. I'm gonna look back at this and hear a conversation before we started talking and I'll laugh. Okay, so here's the first question, sir.
Okay.
What does BSU mean to you?
Honestly, I do not attend BSU on a regular basis just because of prior obligations I have with work or school. But I honestly think BSU is a great thing, especially for K State. I feel like K State in itself is not as diverse as it could be. I believe that there are a lot of African American students who do attend K State that a lot of people don't know about, obviously, because it's not as blatant in their face. But I think it's a good group for, especially for people who don't feel as comfortable being around a different culture. Because honestly, it's a different culture than they're used to being back home. It's a great place for people of the same background, same culture, same identity, kind of relate to each other and hear each other's stories and kind of help them get through college, I think.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't understand the importance of it. I think a lot of people on campus just feel like, well, why can't they do that with other people that don't look the same as them or aren't?
Right, because they can't relate to the same experiences because obviously they're a lot different. They come from a different background. I mean, a lot of I feel like students that do come from that are African American do come from, let's just say, lower class or even middle class, and a lot of I feel like kids at K State are.
All right, so what is the cultural climate at K State?
The culture climate is about promoting kind of black culture to attract sponsors and more students, but really not taking care of the black students. For example, we don't have a multicultural student place to meet. Like with the blackface, they were political about it, but they didn't really stand up or do anything to fix the issue. So it's more kind of like we entertainment for people, and yeah, we're just here to represent diversity because every school has diversity. But I don't think K State does the best job at actually taking care of its black students once they get us here. So
Yeah, and like we talked about how this is the year of diversity, but a lot of
okay, well, I'm from originally from Ivory Coast, in West Africa, and although there's actually a lot of Caucasian people, um, there wasn't racism or any discrimination like that. Like people, we know you Caucasian, we know you black, but everybody got along. So coming here, I didn't understand why people used to make such a big deal about it in the news. But then living here just for like a month or so, I became like that one person was like, oh my gosh, why they're doing that. Like it's not people are not angry black people. They're having reasons to act like that is because people mistreat them. And so coming from there, it made me realize that why people are actually angry because they experience things that people don't want to acknowledge. So my culture made me realize that no, like I've been on both sides, and no, African Americans are not being dramatic. They actually go through things, and so yeah, it just makes you realize that America is racist, and racism doesn't have to exist. It's just an American thing.
It was a leadership class, and there was Brian Davis, so he's actually the president, one of the presidents of BSU, I believe, and
Which guy was that?
he's a short guy.
Was he the one that's always talking?
Yeah, he's always talking usually. No, not he's shorter, not the taller one. And we had a class together, and we were discussing race one day, and there was this girl, and she started talking to him. She's like, "If you want to be honest, every time I see a black person, no, she's like, if I see a black person with a gun, I'm automatically gonna be afraid, no matter what." And then we were kind of stunned, and she was like, it was really blatant, and we didn't realize how blatant it was. I remember one time I was also, it was the beginning of the school year when Trayvon Martin got shot, and we did a walk through campus, basically, saying hands up, don't shoot, and people were literally rolling down their car windows and like just blatantly like screaming like the N-word, and like it was wild.